One person alone on a tropical island for 30 days with no food and no water. With the right gear and a bit of ingenuity, I can survive. Off on a little adventure today. I'm going to try to circumnavigate the Motu. I'm expecting this to be maybe a couple-hour hike. I don't know if I can circumnavigate a landmass, but I'm going to go around it in the event. And we're right now on the east side of the Motu, the lagoon side. And I will try to show you the various very dramatic changes in this Motu from side to side. So now we're about to turn west toward the ocean, and you can see that the terrain here is very different. In between the Motus are these channels of water that you see here. Kind of a brackish looking, I'm not sure exactly the content, but there are a strange group of fish, large fish, like 14-16 inches long, that live in this area. Very interesting. Now I was here before and there wasn't water in this spot, so I'm thinking the high waves from the ocean are causing this influx of water. Interesting. So initially I thought these waterways in between the Motus were somewhat isolated, but definitely a new flow of water from the ocean coming in here to perhaps enrich any wildlife that habitates this area. Point forward here, we're on the other side of the island, so the commentary is going to be hard to hear. But you can see that the trees, the palm trees and the other trees there, that vegetation kind of abruptly stops, and then there's maybe 200 or 300 or 400 yards of this low-lying brush that is now between us and the ocean. So this is the ocean side, characterized by a constant but very pleasant, strong breeze. Pleasant because it cools you down very nicely. There's a lot of beautiful white sand. Look at this, this is just gorgeous in this area here. So we're now on the west side of the Motu, heading south in our adventure to circumnavigate. There's a cowrie that didn't quite make it, and another buoy. There are numerous of these buoys that wash ashore. From, but I'll probably encounter a dozen on my short trip on the ocean side. So this marks the southwest boundary of the Motu. I'm about to now head back toward the lagoon, and this is a good reason to explore those tide pools I was just talking about. That is a lobster tail. Would love to have gotten me some of those. Yes indeed. Here's the waterway on the southwest side of the Motu. We're now heading back toward the lagoon. This is the south side of the Motu, and it is super rough terrain. This is the transition area to get from the ocean side to the lagoon side. And you can see that everything is just sharp, nasty coral, And so to traverse this, I put on my tennis shoes, which are not great for this environment, but I add the soles of my water shoes as backup, and that tends to help a bit. We're now back on the southeast side of the motu, which is the lagoon side. Quite a bit more calm and placid than the turbulent ocean side. And we're now back to my camp. So I'm starting to head into the interior of the motu, and as you can see, it's incredibly dense, but incredibly beautiful. Really, wow. All right. Look at that long, slender, straight pole. I might come back with my machete, and that might be a coconut gathering tool for me. Look at all these coconuts here that are fallen and sprouted. That's so awesome. Big land crab over there. You probably can't see him, but every one of these holes, I mean, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of holes. Every one of these has a critter. Wow, this is insane. And all these opened coconuts here are their doing. God, this is so incredible. It is like a tropical rainforest. Total canopy. No sun gets through in here. You see me waving my stick because there are these little slender threads of what appears to be spider webs, but I haven't seen any spiders. Nonetheless, don't like them. We're entering an area of the motu that I've grown to love. I've named it the grotto because usually it's like dense and like walking through a jungle with everything's closing in on you, but this is this open area here. I think we're going to make it through to the ocean side. There's a little crab skittering away. It's an amphitheater. An amphitheater covered in a canopy of old growth trees. It is cool, beautiful, just charming. I love it. Yes, indeed. I see blue out there. These rocks are all ancient coral. Thousands and thousands of years of coral living and dying, being washed up on the shore. Yeah, we're about to peek through here. Awesome. It might be more difficult to hear my narration in just a moment because on the ocean side there is a continuous but delicious breeze that comes off the ocean. And here we are. Beautiful.